Tonight on the Black Channel. Well, what a tangled web we weave when white supremacists are who you believe, and they put their faith in Elon Musk, and as I predicted, it was not destined to end very well. Here's the way it started. During Donald Trump's inauguration earlier this week, Elon Musk jumped out there, and boy, he lost control of himself.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Alrighty then. Elon wanted to let you all know where he stood there. He was having a moment. Yes, indeed, he was. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly at all, he had some folks come running to his defense. Well, first of all, let's go to the bottom of the barrel here. First of all, there was Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly, who never saw a white supremacist that she didn't want to run up and give a great big stiff hug to. When she saw Elon Musk and when she saw this, of course, she went immediately into defense mode. She went immediately into it. She didn't even stop to think or question whether or not it was a good idea. She just jumped straight off into it. So here is some footage from Megyn Kelly's YouTube program, Fair Use, Megyn, Fair Use. And you can hear what she had to say, and boy, oh boy.
Is this the stupidest controversy you've seen in a while? Like, I'll show the audience what he did. It's a lie that the left is telling about him. He said something really...
Now, isn't that interesting? She says, I'm going to show the audience what he did. It's a lie. Folks, I'm white and I say so. I mean, just a whole new epic level of it. She's literally saying to you, I'm going to show you what he did. It's a lie what they're saying. So she's already trying to prepare you. Don't believe your lying eyes. Just believe whatever I tell you.
Is this the stupidest controversy you've seen in a while? Like, I'll show the audience what he did. It's a lie that the left is telling about him. He said something really sweet to the Capital One Arena, and these just crazy loons tried to turn him into a Nazi because of it. Here it is.
Some elections are, important, some are not, but this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you.
Well, that has the left all a Twitter.
That has rational people with eyes and memories all aflutter is what it does. It's got them all lit up. That's what it does. So Megyn Kelly, of course, is telling you all that you're too stupid to recognize what you see with your own eyes. You need her to tell you exactly what you saw right there. Found this all to be very interesting. I want this to play for just another moment here because there's a point to be made.
Hold on. I want to get some of the examples here. Here is, okay. So CNN first weighed in. Elon, leading to AOC's tweet as follows. In response to the ADL clarity, people can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. Well, we're kind of on the same page there. You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. And you had others like Jerry Nadler trying to...
By the way, that's very interesting there. Let me back up just a moment here because this will be relevant, actually. She's talking about AOC.
The leftist line. Even they came out and defended Elon, leading to AOC typically repeating the leftist line more. But the Southern Poverty Law Center, they just, I don't put any weight in what these guys say anymore. But they're typically repeating the leftist line. Even they came out and defended Elon, leading to AOC's tweet as follows. In response to the ADL, just to be clear, you are defending a Heil Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity.
So she's letting you know the AOC made a tweet responding to the Anti-Defamation League, who's always, they never saw a black person that they didn't take to task over even what could be slightly interpreted as being disrespectful to Jewish people. And yet you just saw Elon Musk and the ADL came straight to his defense. We'll get to that in a few moments.
People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. Well, we're kind of on the same page there.
Okay, so Megyn Kelly agrees that we shouldn't be listening to the ADL. Okay, right after her and the ADL are on the same page. All righty then.
You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. And you had others like Jerry Nadler trying to, just espouse the seriousness of this moment, how deeply disappointing it was, Rich. They're actually trying to run with this.
Yeah. So what's the theory? This libertarian American entrepreneur is a secret Nazi. So he accidentally did a Nazi salute when he was just being very emphatic, or that he's just trying to make this a thing. He's just openly a Nazi. What is it? I mean, both are completely absurd.
You want to know what's absurd, folks? That Megyn Kelly would bring on Rich Lowry. Remember, white supremacists think they're slick. They think they're slick. They think they're sly. They think they're cunning. They try to wrap white supremacy and package it in a more entertaining container, is what they attempt to do. They attempt to do that. And in the pursuit of doing that, they really stretch themselves too far. Now, for those of you who have forgotten about Rich Lowry, well, here was Rich Lowry just back in September of last year during the 2024 presidential election. We covered this on my program here before, but just a refresher in case you need to be reminded about Mr. Lowry over here. Well, him and Megyn Kelly in the area made headlines last year in the area of blatant white supremacy. Why don't we go ahead and spin that golden oldie again?
Finally, he said something to the effect of, look.
Now, they were talking about the Haitian immigrants, Haitian illegal aliens in Ohio. They were talking about that at the time. And Trump talking about they're eating the dogs and cats. So this is what him and her were conversing over. And listen to how that went down.
If we have to create stories in order to bring attention to what's happening, the media, he admits they made it up, right? As opposed to, and if you listen to the full clip, he says, by drawing attention to what's happening on the ground, it's just,
right.
As the line goes online, you don't hate the media enough. Go ahead.
You remember Alternative Facts with Kellyanne? They did the same thing. She wasn't saying you make up fictions and pretend they're facts. You bring other facts to bear in the debate that are being ignored. And that's what he was saying. And I think it was in that interview where Dana Bash says, the police have gone through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson is,
All right, for all the alt-right people who didn't like that before, let me spin that back so y'all can hear that one more time.
Through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson in this whole story, people don't care about geese. People really.
So that's Rich Lowry of National Review back in September, and this is Rich Lowry now. Of course, he sees no racism anywhere. Of course, he don't see nothing. And of all the people that Megyn Kelly could invite back on to discuss this subject, she brings back on Rich Lowry, who, of course, takes the side of the white supremacists there. So this is why we are the black media, to make sure that we remind you of all the villains in this cast. Just in case they think that we forgot. No. We're going to make sure that we keep track of all the villains in this story. And if they slink off in the sunset and think they're going to just reintroduce themselves later, it's like, oh, I remember you, Mr. Lowry. Let's go ahead and spin your greatest hits. So, yes, sir, he would have us believe that he slipped from migrants to niggers. Okay. I'm sure you all have done the same thing. I'm sure you all have mistakenly slipped up from migrants to niggers. I'm sure you did. Simple. Anybody would do that. Of course. Of course they would. So that's Megyn Kelly and her merry band of alt-right miscreants there. So, by the way, Megyn, we'll let people judge with their own eyes and ears. I know, of course, you're going to be very, very upset about that, but I'm just here to remind people about what really happened. I'm here to remind them of what really happened because there's a lot of folks out there who are lined up to sell their souls. Here was the original response from the ADL. Here was a response this is the response that the ADL originally gave to Elon Musk and what you all see right here on your screen. Well, how did the Anti-Defamation League, which is always supposed to be staunchly defending Jewish people and Jewish interests, no matter what, and their response was, this is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed. And social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work toward unity in the months and years ahead. He's literally at the damn inauguration doing this. And this was the response from the ADL. Oh, well, nothing to see here. Just calm down, everybody. Calm down. Okay, the next time the ADL wants to jump out at Kyrie Irving or somebody, the next time the ADL wants to talk about Kyrie Irving or somebody, hey, ADL, it's a delicate moment. It was an awkward gesture. We need to give people the benefit of the doubt and some grace because you all were not offering any grace to anybody before now. All of a sudden, the fellow with the deepest pockets in the room, and it seems that you all's ability to extend grace depends on how racist they are and how deep their pockets are. You got a lot of explaining to do. Now, why did I say that they got these folks twisted knots? Why am I saying that they got them all tied up in twisted knots? Because, you see, I started with Megyn Kelly, and then I show you what the ADL said in defense of Elon Musk that day now. January 20th, it was the same day that Elon Musk did this, the ADL came flying to his defense. But the ADL wasn't the only one. Oh no, there were others such as Ben Shapiro. Damn! Oh yes, sir. Elon Musk's Jewish defense in the media, came with full yarmulkes on. There he was. Why, Ben Shapiro was the first to jump up and say, nope, no way. He saw the same damn thing in response to that video. And here came Ben Shapiro, white supremacist arch-fiend, who never saw an act of violence or racism against black people that he didn't love. Why don't we go ahead and check out what Benny Boy had to say? By the way, fair use. Benny Boy, fair use.
I gotta say, I have a pretty high radar for Nazism. I like a bit of a stake in this particular game.
We couldn't tell by listening this time.
I feel like I can spot some Nazis when I see them. My Nazi radar does not go off around Elon Musk. You know why my Nazi radar doesn't go off around Elon Musk? Because
he's a billionaire.
Not a damn. You know why my Nazi radar doesn't go off around Elon Musk? Because he's not a damned Nazi. What?
Okay, folks. Why would any of you think he's a Nazi? Why? I can't imagine why you clods and slow thinkers would suspect that he's a Nazi. I don't know why you would. Especially with his record of being sued for discrimination and racism and various other things there, by the way. I don't know why you would think such a thing. I don't get it. Don't believe your lying eyes and ears. Just listen to Ben and Megyn.
In fact, Elon and I, 1 year ago, this week, were in Auschwitz together, visiting Auschwitz together.
Okay, is this the equivalent of I have black friends? Is this the equivalent of I have black friends? Okay.
We did an event where he spoke about anti-Semitism and how evil it is and the evils of Hitlerianism. What is wrong with you people? And the answer, of course, is they know better. Of course they know better. Of course they know better. No one honestly believes that Elon Musk was giving a Nazi salute, but they have to characterize their opponents as Nazis. It's the only way. It's the only way. This, by the way, has been the tactic of the entire post-World War II left. Anybody who is not a communist is a Nazi. That is the way this entire political game is run. And here is Jon Stewart doing this routine. What's amazing is hearing people like Jon Stewart supposedly speaking truth to power, by which we mean just parroting whatever the left-wing talking point of the day is.
Okay. Charitably, I'm going to say that was just an awkward, my heart goes out to you gesture. Many of you might have done it like this. You know, even Taylor Swift has done that, my heart, but she almost never does the goes out to you. Just always stays with, but, listen, it's nerve-wracking day. You're not normally a public speaker. It's a one-off gesture. Please try not to use it again. You really want to make sure the people in the back see it, I guess. I'm just going to be generous and say maybe that was Elon's attempt at dabbing on the haters?
Just absolutely ridiculous. These people.
How big of an ass clown do you have to be Ben Shapiro? It's just how ridiculous, how comfortable being the dumbest dude, the most blatantly dishonest cretin do you have to be Ben Shapiro? You just saw that and he's utterly ridiculous. Why would anyone think that's... Okay. So obviously it doesn't take very much to see how much Ben Shapiro would sell his soul for, or at least lease it. So yeah, but here's the problem, folks. As bad as that was, wait, it gets worse. You see, I was sitting up there on Twitter and I had talked about that and I was letting folks know, by the way, to the ADL, there's a reason that I retweeted what they said, because I said this isn't going to age well at all, because I have always reminded you all that Elon Musk has a long history of racial tendencies. Remember, after he purchased Twitter, the number of white supremacists and outright Nazis on Twitter skyrocketed. Well, it doesn't seem to bother Ben Shapiro any.
People are absolutely ridiculous. Representative Robert Garcia did the same thing.
It doesn't bother Ben Shapiro at all. Isn't that amazing or interesting? Now, these are all demonstrable empirical facts, but it doesn't bother him at all. And it didn't bother the ADL this week at all. Yeah, it didn't bother them on January 20th. Oh man, but by January 23rd, damn! What? Damn! On your screens is a tweet from Elon, January 23rd, 3 days later, after the rest of these folk went hip deep off in the paint defending him. No way, he's not a Nazi. You people, shut up! Elon goes to a Twitter. Don't say Hess to Nazi accusations. Some people will Goebbels anything down. Stop goring your enemies. His pronouns would have been he, Himmler. Bet you didn't see Nazi that coming. Bet you did Nazis that coming. With the crying while you're laughing emoji. Yeah, y'all crashed out for real on Elon. And I'm so glad you did it. So glad that you went so deep off in the paint from day one. You didn't give it a chance to breathe. You didn't give yourselves a chance to contemplate on it. You just sat right there and jumped right off into it. Y'all sat up there and defended. Of course he's not a Nazi. And then he turns right around. He doesn't just let the subject go. He's like, by the way, let me go ahead and throw you some Nazi zingers. Hey, some of my favorite jokes are about the Holocaust. So, of course, what this does is it challenges all the white supremacists from the Jewish faction to have to come to Elon's defense. And not surprisingly, Ben Shapiro has gotten curiously quiet about Elon Musk all of a sudden. Damn! Hey, Benny boy, where are you at now? Certainly, it's been 48 hours. Shouldn't we get a response from you by now? Surely you heard about it, and yet you are curiously, shockingly quiet. You responded Johnny on the spot the first day. Now you don't have anything to say. Maybe Benny would like to tell us all the funny, humorous part about these comments. Maybe Ben Shapiro and the ADL would like to tell us all the punchline in here. And why, of course, we all need to lighten up. Shouldn't they be doing that? Well, they kind of tried. It didn't go very well. First of all, Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL, he couldn't help it. He had to say something. We've said it hundreds of times before, and we'll say it again. You didn't say it on January 20th, Mr. Greenblatt. You didn't say it then, but okay. The Holocaust was a singularly evil event. And then there was chattel slavery in America, the big daddy of them all, but all right. And it is inappropriate and offensive to make light of it. Elon Musk, the Holocaust is not a joke. Now, this is after the ADL immediately flew to his defense, claiming, you all are lying. He's not a Nazi. Okay, well, he thinks joking about the Holocaust is fair game. Just in case you thought that was done, here comes the ADL. I mean, having to eat a big ass plate of rotten crow after they crashed all the damn way out, same day Johnny on the spot, defending Elon. Here comes the ADL 72 hours later, making inappropriate and highly offensive jokes that trivialize the Holocaust only serve to minimize the evil and inhumanity of Nazi crimes, denigrate the suffering of both victims and survivors, and insult the memory of the 6 million Jews murdered in the Shoah. That's strange because on the day that Elon Musk was throwing up his set, the ADL came straight to the Johnny on the spot. Very interesting. Now he made a straight ass out of you. And here you come flying up acting as if you've got any authority or integrity or credibility to speak. Your credibility blew up that day. It actually blew up years before now. But that's it, dude. You're gone. Y'all are gone. The ADL just completely destroyed their organization, its credibility in one damn week, people. You want to talk about living in days of thunder? We watched the ADL completely vaporize its credibility in 72 hours. It didn't take 72 days or 72 years. 72 hours, they're gone. Just gone. And we know it's true because when you go down their timeline over here, Bend the Arc, Jewish Action, they said, we agree. And making excuses for blatant Nazi salutes and capitulating to authoritarian movements trivializes Jewish safety and safety for all of us. So that what they're saying is that we were on Elon's neck from day one. This is a Jewish organization like, hey, ADL, we was on his neck from the damn beginning. Where the hell y'all at? We were on his neck from the beginning while you all were making excuses. Let me back on up over here, though, because those of you who tune in for the information analysis you'll receive absolutely nowhere else. For anybody here who wants to say that Elon Musk and his history of lawsuits for racism, being from South Africa, defending Afrikaners, that Elon Musk opening up Twitter to white supremacists and Nazis, and Elon Musk here going ahead, oh, this doesn't mean anything for all y'all folks there. By the way, I'm so glad that Mr. Greenblatt spoke up. Because there were a number of people who showed up on his timeline, and just in case you all thought that the pain train was finished rolling over the white supremacists, no, it's not. People didn't just bring receipts, they brought invoices. People didn't just bring receipts on Mr. Greenblatt's page, they brought invoices. They brought invoices. First person here looks like a Jewish name. Okay. Mr. Shail Ben Ephraim says, are you going to rethink your statement on his Nazi salute? Don't count on it, buddy. The check has already cleared the bank.
And deal with it.
Yeah, if the check already cleared the bank, forget about it. Now, this next person here talking about, Elon is a troll, dude. He spent a week telling everyone Pakistanis are rapists because of a handful of criminals in another country. This is who he is and what he does. He needs some therapy. Now, to anybody out there who says that Elon Musk is a troll, well, he's a white supremacist troll. Jason, Elon Musk has some awkward body issues and awkward movements and awkward gestures. Folks, since when did having autism turn you into a white supremacist? Explain that to me. Since when does having autism turn you into a white supremacist who keeps repeatedly saying white supremacist things and doing white supremacist things? Tell me what part of the autistic spectrum white supremacy is on. Which part of the spectrum is that at? To my mental health professionals and psychologists and school counselors, please tell me which part of the spectrum does white supremacy reside on? Show me which part of the spectrum that they trained you on. Now, if they fall in this part of the spectrum, they may have some body movements, difficulty speaking, some slight stuttering, white supremacist statements and tendencies, inability to sit still, ADHD, back on up there. Body movements, white supremacist statements and tendencies. What the hell part of the autistic spectrum is that? Which one is that one on? Somebody just tell me that one. You don't need a therapist for white supremacy. You can't, a therapist isn't going to help you with white supremacy. That's not the way that works. So when folks say that, just understand they're trying to excuse what he's saying and minimize it. Oh, well, it's just a joke. That white supremacy always tries to tell you it's a joke. But when they start killing people and disenfranchising them and segregating them, that's not a joking matter. Now, this one right here was particularly damning. This one right here was particularly damning, and this was put up today. Elon Musk does more than awful Holocaust jokes. For all of our Jewish friends out there and enemies who have spent their time defending Elon Musk because you believe that he hates black people more than he hates Jews, so empowering him, you'll be okay. And all that anti-Jewish stuff he's been doing all this time that you all were talking about before, Elon Musk has had a lot of negative things to say about Israel, some negative things to say about Jewish society, and y'all giving him a pass. Okay. I was the guy who told y'all, I said this before the election. I said, now when Elon Musk gets in that damn White House, do you think any of that's going to change? Weren't they sitting up here cobbling him together with Kanye West, talking about they're both anti-Jewish and anti-Semitic, and Ben Shapiro didn't come to Elon Musk's rescue then? Damn! When Elon Musk was being cobbled together with Kanye West for, quote, anti-Semitism, Ben Shapiro didn't come to Elon Musk's rescue. Didn't say a word to bail him out. All of a sudden, Trump going to the White House, and here comes Ben. Here comes Benny Boy. Well, somebody else here went digging through the crates. They went digging through the crates, and they found a golden oldie from Elon Musk. Mr. Barack Ravid said Elon Musk, now he posted this 7 hours ago, although this is more than 7 hours old. Elon Musk tells an AfD rally in Germany, quote, I think there's too much focus on past guilt in Germany, and we need to move beyond that. Children should not feel guilty for the sins of their parents, their great-grandparents even. Oh, really? Do tell us more. Maybe we should play the man in his own words.
The audio I'm hearing from my side is you can hear me okay? Well, first of all, I wanted to really say that I'm very excited for the AfD, and I think you are really the best hope for Germany. I think some things that something I think that is just very important is that people take pride in Germany and being German. This is very important. It's okay to be proud to be German. This is a very important principle, and it's okay. It's good to be proud of German culture, German values, and not to lose that in some sort of multiculturalism that dilutes everything. I think we want to have unique cultures in the world. We want to have people that have, we don't want everything to be the same everywhere, where it's just one big sort of soup. We want to have something where it's, you go to different countries and you experience a different culture, and it is unique and special and good. And that the German government takes actions to protect its citizens and make sure that it seeks the health and well-being of the German people. The German people are sort of really an ancient nation, goes back thousands of years. I was even sort of read Julius Caesar's account of first encountering the German tribes in the Gaulic campaigns, and he was like, "Wow, very impressive. These are very, very powerful warriors." I think there's frankly too much of a focus on past guilt, and we need to move beyond that. Children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, or even let alone their parents, their great grandparents, maybe even. And you should be optimistic and excited about a future for Germany. That's really my message: is be optimistic, excited.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, I'm so glad that you would say that, and I'm so glad to hear that, Elon. But you know what I'm even more glad to hear, more than just him? I'm glad to hear from the ADL. I'm so glad that they jumped into this, because you see, that's really the sweet spot, everyone. There was a reason why I played that audio and didn't go into a bunch of detail about it, because many of you here know, but for those of you who don't, it's very, very significant that this person, Barak Ravid, posted about the AfD, which means basically it stands for Alternative for Germany. And Elon Musk was speaking at an AfD rally in Germany. Now, the ADL that came to his defense and wanted to let you know that Elon Musk is not a Nazi. Very glad to hear that, especially when he was speaking at a AfD rally and telling them we got to move beyond being guilty for the Holocaust. Very nice. I wonder if we can speak to an authoritative source to get some background on this AfD political party. I wonder if we can get one that we can all agree on, maybe one that even the Anti-Defamation League would not argue about how to characterize this AfD group. Who can I go to find out information on this AfD group that even the ADL would not argue with? How about the ADL? Damn! Oh, folks, the Anti-Defamation League knows all about the AfD party. Why, I've done you all the favor of going to the Anti-Defamation League's website to show you all that, by the way, here they are, published January 2nd, 2025. Glad to hear that. And it tells you what is AfD. Founded in 2013 as an anti-European Union party, AfD has since radicalized and become an extremist, anti-immigrant party whose aim is to eliminate the free democratic order, according to a 2023 report by the German Institute for Human Rights. AfD leaders have made anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim, and anti-democratic statements. The German Federal Office for the Protection of the Constitution, its domestic intelligence agency which monitors extremist threats to Germany's democracy, has listed AfD as an officially suspected extremist organization and classified its youth wing, Young Alternative, as extremist in April 2023. I'm going to skip down here a little bit. It says, why is AfD of concern? Nazi slogans, Holocaust trivialization. Do we know anybody who trivialized the Holocaust? Did we have any warning whatsoever? ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, did we have any warning whatsoever that he was someone who would trivialize the Holocaust? Not really sure I can put my finger on it. Not really sure I can find any proof. Did we, if only we had some warning, if only we could have gotten a heads up or some sort of early warning that he was the kind of person who would trivialize the Holocaust. Perhaps could have prevented yourselves from making a straight ass out of yourselves. Bjorn Hack, leader of the AfD party in the state of Thuringia, has twice been fined by a German court for using a banned Nazi slogan, the phrase, everything for Germany. I guess that's Alles für Deutschland, was a slogan of the Nazi stormtroopers and engraved on their daggers. In a 2017 speech to the AfD youth wing, Hack bemoaned Germany's culture of remembrance of the Holocaust. Well, ain't that interesting? Didn't we just hear somebody saying we don't need to worry about all that? Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Well, very impressive. Frankly, too much of a focus on past. I think there's frankly too much of a focus on past guilt, and we need to move beyond that.
Okay, yeah, I thought I found somebody who trivializes the Holocaust. Check. Wants us to stop remembering. Check. I thought somebody said that. Yeah. Bemoans the culture of remembrance of the Holocaust. Check. Okay. He was your golden boy here. 3 days before he did that, he was your golden boy. All right. In the 2017 speech to the AfD youth wing, Hack bemoaned Germans' culture of remembrance of the Holocaust, saying, quote, "We Germans, our people, are the only people in the world who planted a monument of shame in the middle of our national capital." He called for Germany to stop atoning for Nazi crimes and make a 180-degree turn in how it remembers its past. Interesting, because Ben Shapiro argues for the exact same thing in America. Ben Shapiro argues openly that we need to stop talking about racism and stop talking about slavery. And yet when you talk about Germany, no, you need to remember that now. So the Jewish society, you all need to run your white supremacists up out the paint, because they're making the block hot for all of y'all right now. You thought it was going to be limited to just us. Oh, no. They let in a whole bunch more that you weren't betting on. So I recommend that you get them up out the paint now, or just remember they're idiots. Just because they're white supremacists doesn't mean they're smart. They're white supremacists, and they're some of the dumbest folk in the room. They're also some of the greediest. So, yeah, there's that. It says here that Alexander Gauland, hope I didn't get that too wrong, an AfD co-founder, former party leader, and current member of parliament, has engaged in Holocaust trivialization on several occasions. In the 2018 speech to the AfD youth wing, he said, Hitler, quote, "Hitler and the Nazis are just a speck of bird droppings in more than 1,000 years of successful German history." Gowland also said in 2017 that Germans should be, quote, proud of the achievements of German soldiers in 2 world wars. So not just World War I, but not just World War II, but also World War I. Now, it cannot be denied that German society and German culture long predates the rise of the National Socialist Party. Absolutely. That's just an empirical mathematical fact. It's also an empirical mathematical fact that it's the most notorious part of German history, though. And so it is not something that can be trivialized or moved to the side like that. Hawk has engaged in extremist speech to the extent that a judge ruled that he could be described as a fascist without fear of a defamation suit because such a description was a, quote, value judgment based on facts. AfD leaders have also threatened to deport German citizens of non-ethnic German heritage. In its 2017 election manifesto, AfD asserted that the presence of Muslims in Germany was a threat to the country. Quote, Islam does not belong in Germany. The AfD sees the spread of Islam and the presence of over 5 million Muslims, whose numbers are constantly growing, as a great danger to our state, our society, and our system of values. AfD members were exposed as participants in the November 2023 secret meeting of far-right extremists in Potsdam, including Austrian neo-Nazi Martin Sellner, who discussed a mass deportation plan for foreigners and, quote, non-assimilated Germans as part of AfD's strategy should it be elected to govern Germany. Following the exposure of the secret meeting, AfD politicians initially denied participating, but just weeks later began actively campaigning with the slogan remigration, which was the term used at the meeting for the mass deportation plan. Okay, they got their slogans together. Why are these guys always wearing black leather jackets? All right. This idea is hardly new for AfD. In 2017, AfD co-leader Alexander Gowland said that Aden Azugaz, a Socialist Party politician who was born in Germany to Turkish immigrant parents, should be, quote, disposed of in Turkey. Current AfD leader Alice Weidel, all right, let's hear it for DEI, then co-leader with Gowland, defended Gowland's statements. Why so much concern now? Germany has federal parliamentary elections on February 23rd. And AfD is polling at roughly 20%. Damn! In second place, behind the Christian Democratic Union Party at 30%. In state elections in September 2024, AfD gained significantly, coming in first place in Thuringia with 33% of the vote and a close second place in Saxony with over 30% of the vote. So that's the reason that the Anti-Defamation League is concerned about the AfD party. They were not concerned about Elon Musk. And yet this was Elon Musk talking specifically to the AfD party. Ben Shapiro is not worried about that. Ben Shapiro is concerned first and foremost about how little squeaky weakling sissies like himself, who couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, who couldn't bust a sheet of toilet paper with a fire hose. So, of course, he wants to egg on other people to crash out for him because cowards and white supremacists, that's what they do. And yet, this is what he's enabling. By the way, this is what he's enabling. And 1 minute, he loved Elon Musk. Absolutely loved him. 72 hours later, all of a sudden, everybody is running for the damn exits and running for the damn doors. Trying to talk like parents. Elon, it is highly inappropriate to make jokes about the Holocaust. Here's the problem. If you all give Elon a pass, and you already did, that's it. The door is open. The joke's on you, Jack. It's already a done deal. You're already done. You were done when you crashed out on Inauguration Day with a bunch of other Jewish people telling you, don't do this. And you crashed out for him anyway, because you figured that he was going to round up all the black folk and put us on the train to Dachau. And I'm sitting here like, so you're just going to disregard all that anti-Jewish stuff he was saying and doing before now? You're just going to ignore that? Yes! Now they're all quiet as hell. Whole bunch of folks out there quiet right now, aren't they? Whole bunch of people who've gotten super quiet now, haven't they? Oh, yes, indeed. This has been a moment of truth around the world right here, let me tell you. Made more progress in a week than you have in a decade. Got to be. There's a whole bunch of folk out there didn't know what was coming for them. Case in point. There's a whole bunch of folk out there right now found it all to be very interesting. This in from Fox News. If you subscribe to me on Twitter, you saw this here before. This in from Fox News.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Let me spin that back one more time so y'all can hear that again.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is...
That's kind of insane. He's sitting in the damn deportation van in handcuffs talking about, I'm not going back to Haiti. And there must be a bunch of young people, because when I said denial isn't just a river in Egypt, I had a bunch of young folk, I guess, must be in the comment section say, hey, that's a good one. I got to use it. I'm like, oh, I feel old. When they think that's new, they think I just made it up just now. Like, what? Damn, Black Authority, you sure are clever. Denial is more than the river in Egypt. You're clever. I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, man. Yes, indeed.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien.
Now, isn't this interesting? They covered the faces, Fox covered the faces of the other illegals. I saw the whole piece on YouTube. They covered the faces of everybody except the Haitian. Did y'all get that? They covered the faces and obscured the faces of everybody in this news piece except the black one. The whole reason why we have made it clear to people that we are going to clean up the yard is because Karine Jean-Pierre and a bunch of other folks out there who want to be, quote, black when convenient. There shouldn't be a Haitian enclave in America. There should not be a Nigerian enclave in America. There should not be a Dominican enclave in America or a Jamaican enclave in America, because if supposedly we all skin folk and kinfolk, how the hell we got separate enclaves? Aren't you supposed to be among your people off the rip? And then we find out when we start checking paperwork on bedwenching and folk defending Fox News and folks defending white supremacists and Zimmerman and Pantaleo and all this other, you check the paperwork and look at the names. It's like, oh, wait a minute. We started finding a pattern there. It's like, wait a minute. Because, yeah, the rest of us know you don't do this. Then you start taking a look at the Candace Owenses, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. So that's why it has been absolutely critical that we make sure everybody's on code, because, by the way, take a look at how the media does you. Take a look at how they do you. You telling us that everything colorblind and everybody wants to be a conservative when convenient. And then as soon as the media shows up and starts giving you that work, all of a sudden we black and there's racism and this, that, and okay. So that's the reason why it was essential for us to do that, to make it clear to everyone where we stand on this. To make sure everybody understands. We're getting everybody in line. And there's a whole bunch of folk right now, they're going to be in Port-au-Prince before the weekend is over.
And deal with it, nigga.
Oh, I said that. They're going to be back in Port-au-Prince before the weekend is over. And you know what? Maybe you will develop some manhood and some scruples. Y'all need to go link up with Barbecue. The revolutionary, not the chicken shack. Y'all, if you got this much damn energy in America, hey, dude, get your ass back over there to Port-au-Prince and demonstrate some of that hard work and some of that revolution. We as hard workers, then hard work your ass and fix that damn thing. Barbecue needs some damn backup. Barbecue needs some help. He don't need cowardly niggas sitting over here in America. You proud of that? And by the way, there's the other thing right there. I'm not going back to Haiti. Now, they'll be the first ones with Haitian flags all on their social media. Haitian flags on their social media. As soon as you say, okay, back to Haiti you go. Wait, I'll never go back. I'll die first. I'll die. Not I will die for Haiti, but I'll die before you send me back. Meanwhile, there's a big, huge Jamaican flag, big, huge Haitian flag, big, huge Nigerian flag. And I'm like, okay, do you know how weird y'all look? You're repping a place that if we told you one-way trip back, you'd be the first one screaming. And here he is, first one screaming. And by the way, he's supposed to be your criminal element, the gangster element. He's supposed to be one of the hard heads, ain't he? He's supposed to be one of the hard cases, ain't he?
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti.
Okay, now did y'all hear that? They obscured what he said right after that. 720 degrees of analysis that you'll receive absolutely nowhere else. Listen to him one more time, because this is something that folk hadn't talked about, and I want to take this as an opportunity to say, by the way, y'all, for the folks who say they do anything, listen to what he says. You're going to hear it under the commentator. I'm going to turn it up a little so you can hear what he says after I'm not going back to Haiti.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from...
If you can read his lips, you can hear, you can see he says, I'm not going back to Haiti. You feel me? I'm going to kill myself first.
What?
Let me play it again and look at his lips. You can hear it barely under the commentator. He cuts in, but you can hear him and see him say it.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti.
So, in case y'all missed it, by the way, yeah, the video's been going around, but did you catch that part? Or did you just stop at, I ain't going back to Haiti? I wanted to bring you all here tonight so that you could all see. By the way, no, he said more than just that. He said, I'm not going back to Haiti. I'll kill myself first. He's supposed to be a Haitian hardhead. Can you see why the hell he fled in the first damn place? That's what he built like. He over here in America arrested 17 times. Guaranteed it wasn't in the white folks' neighborhood. He was arrested 17 times here. He's such a hardhead, though. He'll kill himself before he goes back to Haiti. Oh, so you one of these little cowardly predators. You're a hardhead in America where there's no threat to you. Back in Haiti where hardheads can earn stripes, all of a sudden, he puts on his pink thong. He shaves his legs and puts on his pink thong and turns on his little Nas X records. I ain't going back to Haiti. Yeah, he's such a hardhead that he done got his Venus leg razors and I ain't going back to Haiti, bro. That's what's been coming over here. We got to just call it for what it is. Not stand-up individuals. These are not stand-up individuals. This what the hell been showing up. So when you take a look on Twitter and on Facebook and you see that and it's like folk talking crazy and acting crazy, this is what it is. Right here. Soon as they say, okay, we're going to send you back to Haiti here for a minute. Oh, nah, I ain't going. I'll kill myself, bro. You feel me? I'll kill myself, bro. You feel me? I ain't going back. Okay, what was so bad over there that you're not going back? And when you were over here, why the hell wasn't you laying low as hell? He was over here cutting up. Now when you say, okay, you got to go back. I ain't going back. Okay. Dude, so this is the type of gangster he was back in Haiti. He was one of the hoes back in Haiti, one of the punks back in Haiti, coming over here talking about he a gang member. As soon as you said, okay, we're going to send Mr. Gang Member back to Haiti. No. He starts squealing and yelling like a Karen. The detailed analysis and information that you'll receive absolutely nowhere else. Putting out there out front, there's a whole bunch of folk this week found themselves tied into knots. Whole bunch of folks this week who found themselves tied into knots and into Nazis. By the way, whole bunch of that is happening. And they're not going to be able to get away from it. And we're going to sit back and let them stew. We're going to sit back and let them stew. But it is essential that I reminded you all of this. Yes, the white supremacists, the Megyn Kellys and the Rich Lowrys and the Ben Shapiros, when they sit up here and take a major L like this is a historic L. All we have to say for the rest of the time is ADL, you can't say anything about Kyrie Irving, Minister Farrakhan, and anybody else. You all support Elon Musk. You're done. Elon Musk, even after he supports all these far right-wing anti-Jewish parties in Germany, y'all still support him. We don't have to listen to a damn thing you say from here on in. The Anti-Defamation League was neutralized in 1 week, 1 calendar week. Hell, 3 calendar days. That was it. And Elon sat up here, and after they crashed out and sacrificed all their credibility to defend him, he turns right around and spits in their damn faces. Don't you realize there wasn't no accident? He's not on your side, stupid. You're not going to be able to sit up here and wrangle him under. We'll turn him into one of our allies. It ain't going to work. I said that already. He's too rich for that. Not going to happen. And they still tried to go for it anyway. And what do you know? The damn vicious dog bit they damn asses off. He didn't even let them be able to bow out gracefully. They did that, and then he said, let me make a straight ass out of y'all. Let me make a straight up ass out of y'all. Anybody who came defending me against anti-Semitic and Nazi statements, let me make an ass out of all of you. And boy, he sure did. Elon got more done in 3 days than we could have done in 3 decades just by drawing them out. So that's it. The ADL is done. They're through. Jonathan Greenblatt, you're over. You're through. You guys will never be able to call out anybody else again. No one anywhere is going to want to cite you. If they do, we now have the superior firepower to immediately shut you down. So you have ostracized your last black athlete. You have ostracized your last black entertainer. You have ostracized your last black politician. You've done it to the last one. After this week, you ain't got nothing else to go with. We just have to remind the world that, hey, ain't you Elon Musk's running buddy? Didn't y'all run to Elon Musk's defense? Ain't nothing else to talk about. And understand, they're tying themselves in knots. I mean, they're tying themselves in Gordian knots. because they understand there's nothing we can do. Damn, he baited and switched us. We look like asses in front of the world. He baited us and switched on us. He suckered us in, and we fell for the bait. And now if we say something about another black person again, now they got the ability to shut us down and shut us up. Damn. They can use their little website to compile names and organizations and list all they want to. You don't have any credibility anymore. That's a wrap. You can say whatever you want to. You have no credibility. I'm doing my program tonight to let you all know I got professional athletes who listen to me. I have professional entertainers who listen to me. I have actors and actresses who listen to me. I have professional politicians who listen to me. I'm letting all of y'all know, by the way, this keep this in your back pocket. If the ADL ever comes trying to knock down your damn door, keep this in your back pocket. Jason Black has given you the ammunition you need to shut that down. Keep it in your back pocket. If they come for you, I just showed you all you have to say to shut them down from now till kingdom come. Just do what I showed you here because it's already over. That's it. They're done. They tied themselves in knots, and all they've done is tie themselves up in the torture chamber. Yes, indeed. This has been a hell of a week for some and just hell for the rest of the others. If you all agree, give me the black fist emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me. It's over 5,300 people in here live tonight. Because, of course, there's a lot of folks in here. It's kind of spiked because there's a lot of folks in here. They're Elon Musk supporters, but they want to know what's the narrative that the black media is putting out. They want to know what the narrative is because we are the legitimate black media. They want to know, what are y'all black folk over there saying? How much insight do you have? Is it a bunch of Negroes sitting around giving wild speculations? Or, by the way, did you bring your paperwork and your documentation? Oh, I brought all the paperwork and documentation. It's right there. Yeah, we got your number. We got your number. We got it. I'm just making sure that everybody knows how to use it. Now that we got your number, I'm just making sure all my people know how they gonna use it. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough ride, guys, in the words of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. It's gonna be a rough ride. The year's just getting started, and Trump ain't even been in office for a week now, and the ADL is already out of here. Damn, that was quick. However, you might disagree. Therefore, we're going to go ahead and open up the Zoom for you here tonight. We're going to go ahead and open up the Zoom for you here tonight. So friends, enemies, all in between there, we're going to go ahead and give you the opportunity to go ahead and call us up. You might disagree, then again, you might not agree. Elon Musk supporters, I know you're listening. I can see you. You Elon Musk supporters, I know you're out there. You might as well go ahead and see if you can put a spin on this. Give it your best shot. No, you ain't got to run and hide. Give it your best shot. You know you want to try. You know you want to try to argue through this. You're hoping that nobody over the weekend was going to pick this up and run with it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and call on up and see if you can try to explain away this foolery. Go for it there. Before we do, though, I want to take a moment here to thank everyone who has contributed to support tonight's program on PayPal, Super Chat, Venmo. Big shout out here to Nancy King.
I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. I told you today I'm still the greatest of all time.
Thank you very much, Nancy. I appreciate your support, sister. Cornell Slide, thank you very much for your support as well. Seven Simone Ham, thank you very much, sister. We appreciate that. My man, Mr. Richburg. Sandra. All right. Sandra's trying to get her life. She's trying to get her life right, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Sandra. We're going to go ahead and take a brief non-commercial break. When we come back, all my Elon Musk supporters, my Ben Shapiro supporters, my Megyn Kelly watchers, all you folks who are going to try to convince us that Elon Musk is not a racist or white supremacist. We didn't see what we saw. All these news articles, all these stories, all these lawsuits, all these supporting right-wing extremist parties in Germany and in America, you're going to have your opportunity to go ahead and tell us all why we're allegedly wrong about that coming up here in just a moment. This is the Black Channel.
When you visit MrBeTheTeacher.com, you can get a copy of his award-winning book, Guidelines for the Successful Student. While you're there, grab one of his newest tunes along with fun and educational lyric videos.
Never give up, don't worry, never give up, study. In order to 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times swap names, he, she, they, and we. Simplify the daddy divides as the father and guide. Mommy multiplies and shares on what they buy.
You can also acquire his tutoring services via varsitytutors.com or tutor.com. If you wish to speak to Steve Burgess directly, you can do so through MrBeTheTeacher.com.
The Honey Badger and the Mongoose is a children's story for the family of how a honey badger and mongoose fight an evil alliance of venomous cobra snakes and hyenas that overhauls the balance of the savannah. The Big Five. The honey badger demands reparations. Will the Big Five give the honey badger reparations? Can the evil alliance of cobras and hyenas be stopped? The best new price for the hard and soft cover is at www.thehoneyBadgerandthemongoose.com. You can also find this book at Amazon, Audible, and Kindle.
Order yours today to experience all the benefits of Ash Kickin' Body Butter. With skin so smooth and soft, you'll thank us for it. Shop Ash Kickin' online. That's ASHKICKIN.com.
Hi, this is Brenda Starr, creator of Poetry with a Purpose and author of the book Pressed But Not Crushed. Pressed But Not Crushed is an anthology of political poems that address current and historical issues in American descendants of slave population and African American population. The book describes slaveries and its residuals, Jim Crow segregation, social depredation, and other relevant issues to American descendants of slaves and African Americans, including the current political climate that does not address our issues.
This is the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the Black Authority. Very glad to be with you all here this evening. The link for the Zoom is in the chat room there. If you call us up on Zoom, please remember, all we ask is make sure you have your camera and your microphone turned on just so we don't have any trolling issues. You are more than welcome to give your opinion. You are not required to agree with the host. You are more than welcome to have an alternative opinion or view on things, absolutely. But just to make sure we don't have any trolling problems, of course, you can disagree. Trolling you are not allowed to do. And just to make sure we don't have any issues with that, we just make sure you have your camera and microphone turned on. I will not put you out there for the world to see you. As long as you're not trolling, you will not be out there for other folks to see you. The only person who will see you is me. But we just want to make sure we don't have any trolling issues here. All right, folks. So get brief refresher on this. Elon Musk claims he wanted to give you his heart by way of the Roman salute, and a lot of members of the Jewish media came out to defend him. The Anti-Defamation League came out to defend him, and I'll be damned. 72 hours later, Elon Musk makes a damn ass out of all of them. Now they're scrambling. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get their credibility back together. It's a rough ride over there right now. It's a tough, rough ride over there right now. They're twisting themselves in the knots over the Nazis. So rough to be them, rough to be them. Let's go ahead and get over here on Zoom. Let me go ahead and grab Kazem here on Zoom. All right, Kazem, man, what is on your mind?
Yes, give me 1 second. Just let me turn off. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we're here. You're fine.
Calling in. Okay, great. Sorry. Yeah, no, I just was gonna just say that wonderful analysis. You've made some really valid points, and like you're absolutely right. You've given ammunition for people who are attacked by the ADL to be able to say, well, look at what you did. And this is someone that both lives in Germany and America, that that we get, it's very true that in Germany, that is part of the culture that one has to know about the Holocaust, has to repent about the Holocaust, and that's part of the culture there. And it gets like the same thing to be said, that there should be like a culture like in the United States that one should always have to know about slavery and atone for slavery no matter where you come from. Just because in Germany you get if you take a citizenship test there, half of your questions will be like questions related to the Holocaust. And I would say that the same thing should kind of like apply for people that want to apply to be U.S. citizens, that they should have to know about slavery, they should have to know about Black history. And I just wanted to thank you for all the work that you do.
Thank you very much. It's a very good reminder there. It's part of the law over there that you have to be sensitive to and knowledgeable of the Jewish experience. And meanwhile, they've been in America trying to tell you that, well, we're going to divorce you from that. So you can definitely see if this is analog to history, it's not hard to figure out who the Nazis are in this metaphor. When you take a look at what they're doing in America, it's not hard to figure out who the Nazis in this metaphor are. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get Banter up here on Zoom. Okay, Banter, go ahead and unmute yourself.
All right. Hello, Jason.
All right, Banter, what's on your mind?
Yeah, so I have a question. Are you saying that's a bad thing? Because I like it when you say, and this is good, but are you saying that's a bad thing?
That what's a bad thing?
That Elon Musk is showing who he is, because if you think
hell no, this is damn giggity good.
And deal with it, nigga.
What are you talking about, dude? This is like a late Christmas present. What are you bro, I ain't got no problem with this. My only regret is the nigga didn't do it early in the day. That's my only regret. If he could do it once a week, I'd pay him. I would pay for my damn blue check mark on Twitter. I actually don't pay for it, but I would pay for my damn blue check mark on Twitter. I would pay for it.
Nice. All right, so the second thing is, I've been doing.
He's probably gonna revoke the damn thing now. Damn, brother, you haven't talked too damn much. He's probably gonna go take my damn thing now. But go ahead.
No. So the second thing is, there's a lot of sentiment from the so-called true Americans. When I say true, I mean people who really believe they're the only Americans, where they feel that the so-called Jewish people did certain things to their country to get their way. For example, the war in Iraq, or bombing of the U.S. warship to get them into a war, etc., etc. So there is some sentiment that a certain sect of the Jewish people have the United States by their balls, and so they would like to sort of get away from that. So do you think that him doing that sign is like a bit, like that you always like to reminisce, he plays both sides? Do you think that in a way Trump kind of knows that, but he doesn't want to outright say it? He has Elon Musk kind of gesture in
Look,
that
the bottom
direction.
line is we've been following Elon now for over a decade. We've been talking about this since the very beginning. So his leanings are very clear towards non-Aryan people, non-Anglo people. It's very well established. The rest, brother, y'all got to understand, Elon Musk really didn't take off until around 2018, 2019. Remember, Tesla was in financial trouble at that time. Mm-hmm. So it didn't really get solidified that things were going to be okay till we get around 2018, 2019. Before then, folks could take him or leave him because it was questionable if they were going to make it. 2018, 2019 rolls around, bam, skyrockets in value. And when that happens, brother, you know how it is. When you get the bag, everybody's your friend then. Everybody's your buddy then.
Right.
So what that did is, among a lot of people of Jewish descent, all of a sudden, folks want to stay in your good graces because you got a lot more power. Now you add to that when Elon bought Twitter, that was the best damn investment he's ever made. It's lost a ton of money, lost a ton of value. The banks who went in with him on it with him have lost a bunch of money. It was the best thing that ever got done for him because it gave him a megaphone the size of which he's never had before, even if he had to overpay for it. That megaphone got him in the damn White House. And that's a level of power and influence that nobody else in Silicon Valley can match. All of a sudden, he went from being, on Trump's bad side to being Trump's golden boy. So you put all that together. That doesn't happen if Tesla's valuation doesn't go up. That doesn't happen if he doesn't get in the top 3 of the richest men in the world. That doesn't happen if that doesn't occur. And becoming one of the 3 richest men in the world makes a lot of folks shut the hell up, and it buys a lot of silence. And what you've seen is how much it can buy.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll say to your point is that if Obama, not that I'm supporting Obama because he didn't support the so-called African Americans, but is that if he had just gestured something like that, it would be unquestionable that that's what is.
No, I mean, look,
right.
you're in a system of white supremacy, brother. If Barack Obama's daughters had been teen moms, Megyn Kelly and Fox News would have told you that disqualifies him from being president. Sarah Palin's daughter is sitting up there pregnant as damn me hell. Okay, teen mom, illegitimate, whole 9 yards, and Bill O'Reilly and the rest of them spun a 180 and defending it. White supremacy is not about honesty. White supremacy is about deceit, lying, deception. It's about power. They don't give a damn how they get it. They don't care about looking hypocritical. They don't care about looking stupid. They just care if they win, which is why they're so terrified of losing, because at this point, they've done so much dirt. They're so high up there. If they start falling now, they're just going to fall all the hell the way off. You need all the money in the world to keep this thing afloat. Now, you can't make it on millions, brother. You need trillions. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Yeah, buddy. I mean, if it was Barack Obama, if it was you or me, come on now. They would have sent the Israeli government to hack all of our phones. They would have done all that. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can get SOS here on Zoom. All right, we got SOS on Zoom, waiting for his audio to get connected here. Waiting for SOS on Zoom. Okay, SOS is... Zimbabwe broadband is kind of struggling there. All right, brother, I'll give you another couple of seconds here. We can't wait all day for your audio to connect on that. There you go. All right, SOS's audio is connected. What's on your mind, brother? Oh, boy, I hope he's not listening through YouTube. If he is, this will be awkward. Okay, SOS, brother, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but maybe next time, dude. You got a lot going on, I guess. Let me go ahead and see if I can get Beverly here on Zoom. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Beverly up here on Zoom. Where is Beverly? There you go, Beverly. You look like a Beverly. All right. Let's go ahead and wait for her to get her mic set up here, and hopefully that goes without a hitch. All right, Beverly, and what's on your mind?
Whoa. Yes.
Zimbabwe broadband is, turn off your speakers, Beverly. You got me on your speakers. I'll give you another couple of seconds here. We can't wait all day. We might need to get somebody over there to come help Beverly. Where's Beverly's granddaughter? Come
all right, SOS is
help get that straightened out for you, Beverly.
Okay.
Okay. I hope that goes better. I hope she's listening to me.
Next time.
All right, Beverly. What's on your mind?
Okay, SOS, brother, I'm not really sure.
Okay, Beverly is in a time warp, so she's listening to me from 3 minutes ago. All right, Beverly, if your granddaughter can hear me right now, get over there and help your grandmama. She's having some issues with it there. She's in a time warp. It's Groundhog's Day on Zoom. All right, let's see if we can get Cesar up here on Zoom. Hopefully he'll do a little bit better. All right, Cesar is repping the Buffalo Bills. I don't know. Are they still in the playoffs? Go ahead and unmute yourself, dude. He's sitting over there nodding at me, and I said, they're in the playoffs. He's nodding, and I'm like, you can just talk, dude.
Myself, bro. Yeah, I'm repping Buffalo Bills. I'm here in Rochester, New York, but
are they still in, or are they getting knocked out?
No, we still in, man.
Okay.
AFC Championship game tomorrow.
All right, Lions out, Bills in. Okay.
Yeah. So, Jewish people at my job, bro. They was Elon Musk is going to do great things with Donald Trump, Elon this, Elon that, and then Elon did the Hail Hitler thing. Man, the Jewish people at my job, well, half of them lost their mind, the other half defended it. And then, like you said, he turned around and made a fool out of all of them.
You say half of them lost their mind and the other half tried to defend it.
Yes. And I was sitting there looking at them like, yo, this is who y'all love. This is your king. You know what I'm saying? And
this your man's? This your man's?
This is your man's.
It's one of them moments. Were they arguing with themselves?
They was arguing amongst themselves, and me
hell.
and the FBAs at my job, man, we just sitting back laughing at them. We cracking up at them, man. It's like you said, this is a good thing.
Well, like I said, it's a moment of truth. When they build these dragons, they build these monsters thinking that they're going to come after us. And as long as they're doing that, it's a great, wonderful thing. Elon Musk has been sued how many times for racism against black folk? His company's been sued successfully. How many times? How many damn examples do you need? So the rest of these folks think they can feed him and he going to come after us. And like he said, today he wants to snack on some of y'all. He said he wants to snack on you today. Now he's the bad guy. Oh, no, you can't tell me a damn thing. Buy Elon one more round. Buy him one more round here, sitting right at this table so he can keep cracking some more jokes.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. And before I land my plane, man, I got one more thing. You was letting me have it a few weeks ago because of my nigga what?
Oh, man. Did you send me another recording?
Yeah, I got it recorded. I'm gonna email it to you when I get off the Zoom with you, man.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
I was like, bro, you said I sound like I'm about to call my lawyer. I'm like, oh shit.
You said if they owe you money, nigga, what?
Yeah. So I got another one recorded for you. I got it done right and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and get that to you. But I'm gonna land my plane right here. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Send it to me. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Yeah, buddy, folks is tied up in knots right now. They don't know what to do. They just figured if Elon will just mind his manners, they figured, okay, now that he's in a more sensitive position, he'll just take shots at black folk, and then they'll tell you, don't you have a sense of humor? It's just an off-color remark. See, if he was sitting up here mocking black people and saying stuff like that and mocking slavery, the ADL and Ben Shapiro and Megyn Kelly and them would be, you don't have a sense of humor. Everything doesn't have to be so serious. Now that he's giving Jewish folk that work and wrapping it up as a joke. Hey, everybody, can't we all just have a few laughs about the Holocaust? I mean, he just went full bore with it. He didn't even say it in a way in which you can explain this away and say, oh, it's not, he didn't mean it like that. You can't say he didn't mean these as jokes. He put the damn laugh into your crying emoji. So that's it. There is no misinterpretation. There is no misunderstanding. It is exactly what you see. So we supposed to all fall out laughing now, aren't we? Why don't take this so seriously? Why if we can't joke about the Holocaust? If we can't joke about the Jewish Holocaust, then what can we joke about? No, you don't get to make Elon Musk your damn golden boy on January 20th, and then you gonna kick him off the island on January 23rd. No, you sit with him. We're not gonna let you kick him off the island. If you try, we're gonna build him a little hammock, a little boat, a little canoe. Swim back over here, Elon. Yeah, we've taken another vote. We've taken another vote, Elon. Because as I've always said, we ain't gonna play this damn game with you people. If we cannot all be equally comfortable, damn it, We all gonna be equally uncomfortable.
And deal with it.
And that's what it's gonna be. Since you were perfectly comfortable with Elon Musk doing this kind of stuff to us for years, and when he did this with y'all, you gonna try to explain it away? Oh, no, you're handcuffed to that decision. We ain't gonna let you walk it back. We're not gonna let you walk any more of those back. Enough of that. You've had years to say something about that. You just thought he was gonna be going at us and that you could get away with it. No. Elon Musk has a permanent seat at the damn table. Permanent seat at the damn table. He wants to make Jewish Holocaust jokes. He wants to hang out with the AfD. He wants to drink a Heineken. No. Elon gets to sit right here. You all legitimized him. You don't get to unlegitimize him. When Barack Obama stepped wrong the first damn time, we here in Intelligent Black Society, B1 Society, the black media, we were on his damn neck and we never got off of it. And there wasn't anything he could do, any slick talk he could offer, any rationalizations, any con artistry, any jive talk he could give that got us to walk that backwards. He stepped wrong the first damn time, nigga, that's a wrap. You're through. And we stood on it ever since, and we've never had to look like a donkey in an ass for getting double-crossed by saying, well, he didn't really mean that, and if you let him get the second term, he can fix things. Oh, we ain't gonna fix up a damn thing. And we were on the right side of events and on the right side of history. We've never had to look like the Anti-Defamation League. We never lost our credibility. We don't have to sit up here and explain to folks about why we said it was okay the first damn time. It wasn't okay the first time. We were on his ass the first time and never got off of it. That's why we don't have to look like an ass like the ADL does, and Ben Shapiro and Megyn Kelly and all the rest of them. Yeah, and I know it hurts your damn feelings. Trust me, you gonna be tender booty for a long damn time. Oh, it's gonna hurt your damn feelings. They used to call me Black Authority, now they call me the engineer. What you engineering? I'm rolling the pain train. Okay, I got Ralston here on Zoom. Ralston, you know the rules. We need to go ahead and get our camera and microphone on. I'll give you 5 seconds to go ahead and get that taken care of for me here, or permanent vacation. So, Ralston, you got 3 more seconds, or permanent vacation. Can't dance around with you all night here, Ralston. So, Ralston, permanent vacation. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Jonathan up here on Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get Jonathan up here on Zoom. All right, we got Jonathan on Zoom. And what's on your mind, Jonathan?
Hello, Mr. Black.
Yes, sir.
I just want to speak very quickly about people trying to defend Mr. Elon Musk's actions because of autism. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath, but I'm somebody with autism, and I'll just say that mental illness just takes whatever difficulties or racism that you may have in your own head and makes it worse. That's all it does. I spent time in group homes, and I've met plenty of people that were openly racist in a way that regular people just aren't. So as far as Elon Musk is concerned, with him being a Nazi or not, his autism or whatever is really just something that he doesn't have a filter for because of whatever difficulties he may have. So
I mean, you make a very good point there, is that Elon, I'm autistic. Well, then is that supposed to be your shield? But once he figured out that people acknowledge that, oh, well, hell, here's my permanent get out of free card now.
Yeah. As an autistic person, you still have to be responsible for what you say and how other people interpret it. Autism is no excuse.
I mean, autism or not, you know damn well if you're making jokes about somebody's race. You know damn well if you're making jokes about somebody's heritage. You know damn well if you're mocking somebody.
Yeah, and once he doubled down, that's when all bets are off. That's when you know he meant it and he doesn't give a damn.
I mean, you don't need 15 damn years of people telling you, hey, man, that stuff you saying is not cool. If he can build an electric car and a rocket ship, he knows damn well if he's being racist.
So you can say that he can have a lack of empathy. Maybe he doesn't know how to connect with people, so it may lead him to say things that are a little bit too honest. But if he's being too honest about one thing right now, he may be being a little bit too honest about how he feels about Jewish people.
Okay,
so it's only a matter of time.
Let me address that right there about lack of empathy. There's a whole bunch of folks in prison with a lack of empathy. That's how the hell they ended up there. They also know to watch their damn mouths. Yeah. Let me say that again. There's a whole bunch of people, and I don't know if they're autistic or not, but they got a lack of empathy and they in prison, and they also know you better watch your damn mouth up in here. You don't just get to say whatever you say. So imagine being in prison, you say something off the cuff, and wait, don't pulverize me. I got autism. It's like you about to have autism and a broken skull.
Yep. That's how it works.
Thank you very much for writing in, brother. We appreciate that. I got autism. You about to have autism and a broke ass. Damn. This is not your week, partner. Oh, autism ain't the only issue you about to have. Believe that all the way. You about to have autism and a bunch of messed up things. Autism about to be the least of your issues. Trust me, that autism thing about to be minor compared to what some of the symptoms you about to have. Y'all know full damn well they don't give a damn what your malfunction is. You go to prison, I have lack of empathy. You about to have lack of teeth. You about to have lack of damn me teeth. Let me go ahead and jump back over here on Zoom. I've got Michael here on Zoom. All right, we got Michael on Zoom. What's on your mind, Michael?
When you were speaking about the Jewish people, you know, I had heard that over there in Israel, that you have to get special permission in order to do DNA, you know, lineage testing and stuff like that. But I'm calling about, it's been documented in various sources that there was some, I guess, Jewish people that had a hand in the slave trade. So you were talking earlier about how they want us to forget the Holocaust. I'm not the Holocaust, but forget slavery and remember the Holocaust. But isn't some Jewish factions, don't they owe us reparations too?
Yes. And like I said, that's the first one sitting up here. They're sitting over there in Germany saying never forget. The hell, they're sitting here in America saying never forget. They don't want Palestinians to protest on college campuses, not Jewish college campuses, period. And yet telling you and me forget about slavery? The same Ben Shapiro will be telling you and me slavery is irrelevant. Oh, yeah, and that there is no racism in America. But on college campuses, oh, y'all need to shut up and be racist toward Jewish people. So I'm white and I say so. They want it both ways.
So you never hear them saying, when it comes to reparations, you never hear them saying, I'm talking about the ADL, you never see them arguing for reparations for FBAs. I've noticed that.
The only Jewish person I've heard argue for reparations, even in the tertiary manner, is Jill Stein. But Bernie Sanders, ADL, you name them. We don't have any real Jewish support for reparations. We don't really have it, other than her.
Yeah. And one other point: how's the thing with Robert Brooks coming along?
There's another person that I put up a post on the post tab here on YouTube. So there's another person here who's going to have something on the 29th, it looks like. So for those of you who are there, be square.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Thank you very much for giving us a call. Yeah, on the 29th. 29th in New York. Oh, trust me, I am still at it. Believe me, the Anti-Defamation League might be entering a hiccup right now. They might hit a speed bump, but we rolling like a freight train. We still rolling like a freight train and we on our business. So, yeah, y'all sit over there and wrangle with Elon and try to figure out how you gonna get him back in line. Y'all sit there and wrangle with him and see if you can figure out how you're going to try to get him back in line. But that's it. You done let the animal loose now. Forget about it. They're in the White House. As far as Elon's concerned, they got a license to kill, man. Okay, the bottom line is that Trump just won the election by a couple of percentage points. It's not like he won by 10 or 15. So all these other people are just grossly overstating how popular their position is. Dude, you won the election by the usual margins that people win elections by. This is not some mandate for white supremacy and the Third Reich. But if it was paid for by white supremacists in the Third Reich, of course they're going to be like, okay, we're going to push it again. They didn't learn their lesson after Charlottesville. What was the result of Charlottesville? The election of Joe Biden and the first somewhat black vice president, first female vice president. That was the result of Charlottesville. You grossly overreached. You were brought in to fix one or two issues, and then you brought the whole white supremacist buffet. And by the end of those 4 years, you were the most unpopular people in America. And now they're showing you that they're just going to spin it up and repeat the same mistakes again. So there's Elon figuring, man, look here, just let it ride. Let it ride. And furthermore, please remember, Elon Musk's view of these things is very different than the political structure's view of these things. What I mean by that is Elon is not a politician. What? Do you realize how dangerous that is? He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of technical influence, but he ain't running for nothing. He's not running for re-election, damn sure ain't running for re-election. So he can say a bunch of crazy ass stuff and do a bunch of crazy ass things and make a bunch of crazy ass promises that he won't be required to keep. That's the problem. Like all white supremacists in a white supremacist culture, they write checks that the future generations will have to pay. But the truth is, he's not going to have to pay it. He owns Tesla. He owns SpaceX. He's getting his government contracts. He owns Twitter. The rest of you politicians sink or swim. And one more thing, if Kamala Harris had won the election, he'd be right up there at the White House talking to her too.
And deal with it.
One more thing. If Kamala Harris had won the election, remember, he still got NASA contracts. If she had won the election, he'd be right up there, booed up at the White House. He'd be right there, too. Tell yourself he wouldn't if you want to believe that. Whole bunch of folk didn't think that Mark Zuckerberg would sit here, and I'm talking about smooch them butt cheeks, them wrinkled butt cheeks on Trump. Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos been taking turns smooching Trump's butt cheeks. Zuckerberg's on the left one. Bezos is on the right one. Trump is like, I'll be damned. Melania can't do a damn thing with Trump lately. It's too many damn men in the room. Pause. Damn. Yeah, Melania can't really get no time with Donald lately. It's too many men in the room. The men are lined up at the door. Hey, Trump, hey. Can I holler at you for a minute? I don't care if you're wearing nothing or not. Can I just a few minutes of your time? Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Oh, you have an inauguration? Let me bring my woman. Let me bring everybody else in. Just a few minutes. Y'all ain't seen nobody booed up like this before. You've never seen this. Never. You can't get these dudes. What, Larry Ellison done showed up? I mean, the richest dudes in the world are all lined up. I mean, if Diddy was in the White House, y'all be like, what the hell? Aren't we so happy it's not President Diddy? Because if you saw this many men that he was beefing with all of a sudden do a 180 and flip-flop and they're all in the damn White House and hanging out and bringing their girlfriends. Oh, y'all know what you be saying then. It's like, oh, boy. I guess the RICO case ain't going as good as we thought it was. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Mark Zuckerberg has spent more time with Trump than he has with his wife.
What?
His wife can't get him up there to Hawaii. He down there in Florida. Yeah, Trump might have to get rid of the whole serving staff. We got Zuckerberg and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. They sitting up here bringing them drinks and feeding them grapes. Do you really need a serving staff anymore? It's kind of redundant when you think about it. But in any case, Elon is not running for anything. Elon is not running for office. Because he's not running for anything and he's not running for office, he can be as reckless as he wants to be, and everybody else is going to get stuck with the damn bill. That's the point. So he can say this crazy stuff, and here's the real thing about it. Even if Elon gets away with it in 2025, can he get away with it in 2026 or 2028? Damn! By the way, even if he does get away with it in 2025, what if he's messing y'all up for 2026 or 2028? It's going to be an awkward ass event the next time Elon shows up at Auschwitz or Dachau. It's going to be an awkward ass event. There's a whole bunch they're going to have to explain away. This is just going to get awkward. But hey, y'all gave him a pass after all these years. You gave him a pass. Oh no, I'm putting super glue on your hands when you do that handshake. You gonna have to stick right there. Right there. And you all get to sit there and talk to each other about his Holocaust jokes. Because y'all thought he was just going to be making nigga jokes the whole time. He said, hey, you know what? Let me spin up a couple of Holocaust jokes while I'm at it. I got some Jewish jokes I can throw for you. And they're like, oh, no. Ben Shapiro, no, Elon. That's okay. We don't need the Jewish jokes. No. I got a good one. My pronouns are him, Himmler. I want to hear Ben Shapiro come on out and defend this and tell all of us that a Nazi would not do this. I want Jeremy Boring and the dudes over there at Daily Wire to come out and tell us all how this is not something a Nazi would do. That all these things coming back to back to back, a Nazi does not do this. That's what I want. I want them to explain how, just go ahead and tell all of us how this is nothing a Nazi would do. And then after you finish explaining that, I want you to understand that you will be handcuffed to it for the remainder of your days. We will never let you let this go. We will never let you walk this down. We will never let you walk away from it. You will be sitting with Elon Musk from now until Jesus comes back. And we will make sure that it remains that way. And if you ever get out of pocket, we're just going to say two words, Elon Musk. The same way that we could shut up Bill O'Reilly with Andrea Macris, we can shut you down now just by saying Elon Musk. You're golden boy. We don't have to argue with you ever again. If you didn't have any smoke for Elon Musk when he threw up a damn Nazi salute, you ain't got a damn thing to say to us. And the fact that he doubled down making jokes, oh, you don't get to walk away now. The time for you to walk away was when you sat up there and saw him throwing up damn me salutes. That was the time for you to get up and walk away. That was the time for you to show you had some shred of principles and dignity and credibility. That was the time to do it. Too late now, Jack. Too late now. We don't want to hear it. You don't get to get a mulligan. You don't get to get born again next week. No, you already signed, sealed, and delivered. You're already signed, sealed, and delivered. That's a wrap. So I want you and Elon to enjoy your time together. Enjoy your time together. We're going to make sure you have plenty of it. And I'm spreading the word far and wide so that everybody knows how to respond to these things. If anybody tries to play that anti-Semitism thing where it doesn't belong, y'all know exactly now how to shut it down immediately. That's it. They're done. Hell of a spot for them to be in, man. Hell of a spot to be in. But that's where you belong. You can be as mad about it as you want to be, but trust me, we're not going to forget this. It's like, oh, we putting this in the back pocket right now. That's going to stay there. Just like I was able to remind you all about Rich Lowry. Oh, man. Damn! Just like I made sure that I could remind you about him. We ain't let a damn thing go. We don't forget these things. It's like, oh, no. We got your file. We got your paperwork on deck. We're going to remember it. You're counting on us moving on to something else or the next video on TikTok or Instagram. No. We got your doc. We got your paperwork. We got the paperwork. And the whole reason why I do my programs is so you all can look these things up and you can search these things. Yeah, we got it on all of them. All of them. And when they try to resurface, it's like, hey, by the way, aren't you Rich Nigger Lowry? Aren't you him? Pretty sure you are.
Months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from.
Damn! All right, these are your Elon Musk defenders here. There's old Rich Lowry, and here he is defending Elon Musk. So, yeah, buddy, we kept your file. We kept your paperwork. We kept your file. We kept it for you. We kept it right there so the next time you came up, it's like, by the way, next time you out of pocket, next time you out of line, next time you show up saying something, it's like, by the way, we're going to make sure we put you in your proper context. When it comes to speaking on racism and white supremacy, if Megyn Kelly is going to speak, and we all know her history, she lost her job at NBC over it, and Rich Lowry is, yeah, we're going to keep your paperwork. We're going to keep it so that when you start talking crazy, everybody knows the context in which you live your life. Okay, it makes sense. All right, there you go. There it is. Somebody said play it again. These folks here, they weren't listening to the first hour. This is Rich Lowry, who was defending Elon Musk with Megyn Kelly. But if y'all remember back in September when they were talking about Haitians eating dogs and cats, this was Rich Lowry then.
Of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson of this whole story, people don't care about geese. People really hate geese.
Okay, then do they hate geese as much as you hate black folk? I don't know, Rich. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah. Yeah, but that's not a Freudian slip. That's a Nazi slip. No. That's not Freud. Wrong German. Wrong German. It's a different German. You know. Wrong German. That was not Freud. That was der Fuhrer. Not a Freudian slip, but a Führerin slip. But then again, was it a slip? There's the other thing. We got to start reminding ourselves, are they really slipping, people? Are they really slipping? Come on now. Are they really slipping? Is that really a slip? Really? Okay. Every time we turn around, somebody is like, hey, the wind is at our backs, man. The Los Angeles Nakers. Damn!
Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Nigga, please.
Come on, folks. How many times we got to be treated to that? The Los Angeles Nakers. The Haitian migrants. Come on, folks. And then it would be, here's the thing. It's never coming from somebody who's really booed up from black folk, people. We don't ever have a nigger slip up from somebody, from a white person who's actually got a record of being 10 toes down for us. We don't have that one. Have you all realized that? You don't have any white folk out there who don't have a record of racism that they have these slip-ups with. The nigger slip-ups only come from white folk who have a record of hostility and racism against us. It ain't never from somebody with a clean rap sheet. It's never from somebody who's expressed any type of support. That ain't never the case. It's always from the same alt-right folk who have a record of doing it. This is just the latest in a long list. It's always them. It's never somebody who ain't got that problem. It's always them. It's never the first time. People, it ain't never their first offense. They always have a long record of hostility towards us. It's never an isolated event. Never. They're always hanging out with white supremacists. Ain't that right, Rich, with Megyn Kelly? They're always hanging out with them. They're never hanging out with somebody who actually has a clean, respectable record. You go to a damn pig farm, you're going to get slop on you. They're always at the damn pig farm. They're always in the slop trough. They're always in the pig pen. It's never somebody who's not in the pig pen. It's always somebody who's already in it. Oh, there's the latest pig grunting. There's the latest pig throwing slop around. I'm not a racist. You hang out with racists. You talk to racists. You're friends with racists. You're on racist television networks, on racist podcasts, but you're not a racist. No. And all you Haitian niggers, migrants. Wow, didn't you just tell us you're not a racist? No. You misunderstand. You mean like Elon Musk? Every time we catch you all doing something, we misunderstood it. Oh, you don't know what you're misunderstanding every time. Ain't that amazing? We're always misunderstanding things. It's never that we're smart enough to get on our own. We're always misunderstanding something. And of course, you can never believe your lying eyes. Don't worry about those. Your lying eyes can never be depended on. But just go and listen to them, the folks who are repeat racist offenders. If it's a mistake, why come it's never an isolated mistake? Why is it never, wow, this was a racist event, but it sounds like a fluke because this person doesn't even talk about black folk in a disrespectful manner. This person is never being an apologist for racism. We ain't never got the nigger word out that guy. We've never gotten the nigger slip up out of the guy who doesn't have a track record of hating black folk. For some strange reason, that dude ain't never gotten a problem. These other folks here, they're always, quote, slipping up. Nazi salute, oops, slip up. Denying slavery, oops, slip up. Nigger, slip up. Coon, slip up. Nakers, slip up. Every time you turn around, okay. It's just one of those things right there, folks. I want you to recognize it's like, nah, I'm not really in the season of sitting up here explaining things away and excusing things away. No, I'm not really trying to do that. Not really trying to do that. That's not really the time I'm on. I'm not really on that kind of time. I'm not really trying to do that kind of thing. I've already seen what y'all are about. I've already seen what you're about. It's always the same group. It always is. It's always the same group, always doing the same damn thing. It's never an accident, is what I'm telling you. It's not an accident. Got Elon Musk went around. It's like, okay, why is it always a repeat damn accident? Why is it never an isolated event? It's always a repeat accident. It's always a parade of this behavior. It's never just, well, you had your one-off slip up. And that's it. You notice how that's never what it is? It's always, by the way, we found 10, 12 times you done did this. So we just misunderstood every time you did it. I'm sitting here showing you all a video of Elon, the damn right-wing suspected Nazis in Germany. Nothing to it. Okay, well, if we show you that type of undeniable, incontrovertible evidence, and you still come back and say, I haven't seen anything that proves that he's a Nazi, okay, in that case, I'm now on your side. We are now going to keep this energy. You will never be able to label Elon Musk a Nazi, no matter what he did, no matter what he does from this day forward, because if what you've already seen isn't enough to get you to say that, then you will never be allowed to say it. You don't get to sit up here and disregard all this now, and then you'll claim it again in the future if it's convenient for you. Nah, we ain't gonna let it be convenient. Nah, that's already a done deal. That's already a done deal. Please understand, gonna be a whole bunch of folks upset about us because we're gonna hold their damn feet to the fire. Gonna be a whole bunch of people unhappy about that because they're gonna try to walk away from this in the future, and we won't let them. I'm doing tonight's program here, as I've always done, for historical purposes. My library of content here is for historical purposes, so you'll all be able to look this up and you have it in its proper context. You will not be able to miss that. No, you won't. They're going to be, just understand over time. I said this weeks ago. Remember, I said now when Elon starts his anti-Jewish behavior, all these folks enabled him. Y'all brought him into the White House. When he inevitably reverts back to what he was doing before, just remember, you got to hold this L because he is inevitably going to revert back to it. It's what he does. And when he inevitably goes back to giving Jewish folk the work, just remember, you're not going to be allowed to walk away from this. He's going to circle back for you. You better be with us condemning him. Nope, Elon's good people. Okay, he about to stay good people. Wait. You know, Elon, you're very inappropriate. Nope, Elon, roll on. Go ahead and make your jokes. And that was a knee slapper. And now what they realize is, I'll be damned, he ain't changed. As a matter of fact, he's going to ratchet up. Yeah, and wait till he comes out. Y'all, he hasn't even done nothing heinous yet. Do you think he's done? That just shows you how dumb Ben Shapiro really is. I mean, there's a guy right there who's never been a brain trust. I mean, the only best thing he can do is argue with high school students, and he's not good at it either. By the way, y'all know me with 10 seconds of Ben Shapiro and a career done. Hell, he couldn't handle Candace the Coon Owens. Who the hell runs from a debate with Candace Owens? Who the hell is so damn weak and pathetic that you run from a debate with her? Never mind. Ben Shapiro is. But folks, do you think Elon is done? You think this is it? You think he's going to back off of it now? You think he's not going to be back on this? By the way, one more thing about you Jewish folk. You think he's through with it? You think he's going to let this you think this, all we've seen in the last decade, oh, that was the isolated incident, and then this other thing over here is a fluke? Man, come on. I'm telling you, he's going to be back. He's going to be back. He's going to be back with more. These right-wing parties over there in Europe that are giving Jewish folk the business and saying, hey, we need to have a repeat of some of this other stuff that happened. Elon is going to be backing them. He will be unapologetically backing them. And you're going to have to just sit right here and suck it up. When he starts backing them, which he's already doing, He's going to be backing them, and the election in America is over, but the elections in Europe are going to get started. He going to be right over there cheering for them, chanting for them. The same folk the Anti-Defamation League tries to condemn, you can't condemn them when Elon is booed up with them. You cannot condemn these folk and call them Nazis, and Elon is booed up with them, but he's not one. Okay, what you said is that you can support these people and not be a Nazi. Now, you either cannot support them because that makes you a Nazi, or you can support them and not be one, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have it when it's convenient for you. Nah, we just gonna sit this out. Don't look for help on that. No, you had your chance to condemn him and you didn't do it. Elon, they can't say nothing to you. That's it. They're done. They're done. And you all thought that Trump's second presidency was going to be boring. Damn! Oh man, y'all thought it was going to be uneventful. What's the worst that could happen? There's a lot. Quite a bit can happen, actually. Yes, a whole lot can get kicked off. Whole lot can get kicked off. Whole lot. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here tonight. I know it's been a very lightning hot program here tonight. I don't want to belabor things, so I want to go ahead and just wrap it up on a good note here. Keep your eyes and ears open, folks. I told you that they were all going to be at each other's throats. I said that before the inauguration. I did a whole program warning the world they would be at each other's throats. Did I call it or did I call it?
And deal with it.
So keep your eyes and ears open. More is coming. They're going to continue to prove us right. I want to thank everyone, and I do mean everybody who's contributed for tonight's program on PayPal, Super Chat, Venmo, my man Cyberdyne. Thank you very much for your support. Doc Spencer, Rocky, Ivy the Great, Cisco Bell, Black Kitchen, Black Knight Rises, everybody else there. Thank you very hilarious. Anything goes. Thank you to everybody there, my man Mark B. If you are new here to the Black Channel, welcome to the Haven of Intelligent Black Thought. We do this every weekend. Click that red subscribe button. Click that yellow notification bell. Join us each and every time that we're here. If you haven't been to our website, blackchannelfilms.com, go check out our groundbreaking best-selling documentary work. Had an update over there for the folks who want to know about 8 a.m., of course. That's coming along. I've had an update, so if you missed it in your email, what are you doing? Blackchannelfilms.com. That is blackchannelfilms.com. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to tonight's program, live or recorded. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And this concludes tonight's broadcast of the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the Black Authority. And until next time, my brothers and my sisters from around the world, remember, Black is the future, and the future is uncompromising.